Hello, everyone. This is Pretty Girl Politics. And today we have a special guest. We have Cherice with us, and she has been in the military for 12 years, correct?
Correct, that's correct.
And so today's topic, you guys, as you probably already see, it's about being black and a woman in the military. And I say that for the title because um, these two things are not mutual nor are they exclusive. Okay, it's one thing to be black in the military. It's another thing to be a woman in the military. It's one thing to be a woman in the military. It's another thing to be black in the military. It depending on who or what you are, your experience in the military or your experience in life, period, may vary. And so I thought this would be an interesting topic, simply because I know quite a few people in different branches of the military, and they all describe different yet similar experiences. Okay, and so I want to find out what is the experience like for a woman and a black woman at that. So, Sharice, can you tell me, give me a little quick background history about, where you're from, you know, uh, and why you joined the military?
Sure. Well, I am from Detroit, Michigan, home of the Detroit Lions in Motown. And I've been in the military about 12 years. I chose to join the service because where I came from in Michigan, it was a lot of poverty at the time and not a lot of opportunities as there is now. And I just needed and wanted something different for myself and my children. So that's why I decided to join the military.
Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. You know, I'm a mother myself, and so I definitely understand how important it is to be able to not only support yourself, but to be able to also support your family. And so, yeah, when there's limited opportunities, you definitely would be looking for one, and the military is always advertising, um, that they have opportunities available. So, tell me, what has your experience been like being in the military, uh, as a black person and as a woman?
Okay. So when I originally came in the early 2000s, things were a bit different. They didn't have a lot of opportunities for women as far as you could do ranger or infantry. We had more sustainer type of roles. However, it wasn't a bad thing. I'm a sustainer. I love it. I enjoy it. It just the versatility range was good, but not as broad. Also, being a black woman in the military, you have to be more sharp because it's easier, in my opinion, to be more prejudged. Not, and I'm not even going to say black minority woman. It's easier for you to be prejudged by facial expressions or your schedule, especially if you have children and whatnot. And a lot of those things, when I started, have deteriorated. It's more family friendly, a lot more family friendly. It's a lot more blended as far as opportunities. A lot of things have evolved over the years.
Right. Okay. And so, with that, um, do you feel like if you were a man, or if you were, um, not black, that you would have had, um, a different experience throughout your career in the military? And by the way, you guys should know, she does have a good rank in the military. We're not allowed to disclose what that specific rank is, but she does have a good rank that she has earned it through her career. And so, do you feel like your experience would be different or would have been different or like you would have even excelled more in your career, or incurred maybe less discrimination if you've incurred any discrimination, or less um, uh, pushback in any form. How do you feel your career would be or would have been different if you were not a woman or a black woman, being a black person?
Okay, yes. In some ways, yes, I do feel like if I were not a black woman and a man, and especially a non-ethnic man, yes, I would get further, especially when I've had situations that come up. I notice from my point of view that they tend to get more things taken more seriously and done quicker than a black woman would. Because when you see a black woman, it is still that stereotype, unfortunately, not just in the military, but in many areas of life. We're considered to be, uh, even if we're not melodrama or have an attitude, or she definitely gonna have some things going on. She got kids, stuff like that. Um, However, I have seen single parent males or just men in general who are other ethnicities, and they haven't had those issues. They be like, yeah, no problem. No, you got to do that. No problem. I've seen that a lot. It motivates me to be better, to be more sharp.
Hmm.
However, yes, I have seen that and experienced that, in my opinion, even recently. Um, I've had an issue, got a current petition going out called "Oh Hell No Today," and it's a petition of
Okay.
electronic. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that topic. Um,
What's the topic again?
Electronic harassment.
Electronic harassment.
Hmm.
Um, can you go into more detail of what electronic harassment is?
So, electronic harassment, also known in the United States as the Havana syndrome, is when it's in a kind of steps. It's when individuals, usually in groups, they do gang stalking, they use electronic
Oh,
warfare
wow.
surveillance equipment to harass individuals, kids, women, men, all type of people, but for sport, to try to get them to lose everything or commit suicide. Unfortunately, I've been doing research, and there are many people who have passed away from suicide who have reported electronic harassment and just not taken seriously. But that's what electronic harassment is. It's just a form of using devices and surveillance and tactical tactics to surveil and harass people.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is like the most bizarre thing I've ever heard, but that's crazy. Um, no one should have to deal with something like that. So, um, gang stalking. Wow. So, is this something that is a common occurrence? Is this something, are you even aware uh who may be doing this, or why they would even do this kind of terrible thing?
So, is it a common occurrence? Um, since I've started this petition, oh hell no today. Check it out on change.org. Yes, I have unfortunately run across a lot of people who have been electronically harassed for almost 20 years. This has been happening to babies, children under 10, above. Like, it's no discrimination on who can be this electronically harassed. And for myself, as I found out last year that this was happening to myself and my family by some fellow neighbors in the neighborhood, quite a few of them. Um,
Okay, neighbors in the neighborhood doing this. Wow,
yes.
that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I do hope that people check out your petition. I certainly will be, and will be signing it, because no one should have to deal with something like that. And I'm actually surprised to hear this. Um, so, capping off the interview, what can you tell people about the benefits of being in the military, um, as an individual or as a person, as a woman, as a black person, or just overall? And like I said, you know, summarize, maybe even generally, some of the drawbacks, so that people kind of get a balanced feel for, because it might be someone out here listening that may be looking towards the military for an opportunity, and so that they can be informed of what the
Well,
benefits may be and what the drawbacks may be.
okay, well, I definitely support the military. I have more pros than cons about it. It's a great camaraderie, great opportunities to travel and to learn new experiences and careers you may have never gotten an opportunity to, as well as educational benefits. They offer credentialing assistance now that they didn't have before, as well as TA. So if you're ever thinking about joining the military, I would not discourage you because there are a lot more pros than cons. Some of the negatives may be you have to be strong minded because you will go through challenges in the military that you would not normally go through in regular life. But if you can be resilient, I don't have many cons. I have nothing but, for the most part, good things to say. And then as for my petition with the electronic harassment, definitely support because this issue is still ongoing, not just for myself, but so many people. And the reason it's a really issue is because there are no laws, no policies. No one in the United States even truly takes it seriously. Until recently, the Secretary of Defense in September 15th did post a memorandum for military soldiers and DoD workers that if you are experiencing Havana syndromes, to report it to the hospital, the clinics. However, there does need to be more elaboration on that because if you do go to the hospital, they have no idea. There is no training on it. They're not informed. So I'm
All
pushing the
right.
petition because we need laws. We need people to be held accountable. We need policies to ensure that this cannot keep happening because jamming equipment is illegal. And since it's illegal, people can continue to electronically harass you. And the more people that come together and say, oh, hell no, this is not going to be right. You're going to have to, if you don't want us to make it illegal because you don't want us to be jamming medical signals, then you have to find a way so that we are not getting harassed, so our families are not getting harassed, and we can be productive citizens that we pay taxes to be. And that's my spin on that.
Okay. Well, this has been a very enlightening interview uh, that we've done today. And I really appreciate you coming on the show, Cherice, and sharing your experience as a woman, as a Black person, and as an individual. Uh, you know, your experiences in the military and highlighting the benefits, the pros and the cons, and even letting us know about your unfortunate situation and how we can help. And I just want to say thank you for your service. We do appreciate you. And I hope you and your family be blessed and stay blessed and safe and protected. And for any of you out there who want to support her petition, um, I will post the link in the description box below and also in the comment section if you did not catch her saying the link verbally here in the interview. And please feel free to comment and give your feedback, post any questions. She may respond to the questions in the comment section. I may respond as well. I enjoy seeing the feedback. We all do. So please hit the like button. It helps support the channel. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And to my subscribers, I thank you guys so much. And I'm so excited that the channel continues to grow as we continue to talk about different topics for the culture and different topics that affects those within the culture and whatnot, as millennials, as people of color. And even if you're not a person of color, hey, if you're a millennial, even if you're not a millennial, but just overall. So thank you, Cherice, and it was a pleasure.
Thank you, and shout out to Pretty Girl Politics. And check out my petition on change.org/oh hell no today. Peace.
All right, signing out, you guys. Autumn signing out.